Hi everyone. For my birthday month, I've decided to set myself a 30-day challenge where I'm going to do a challenge a day for 30 days. My first challenge is going to be a React website with identity server for Auth. These will be a bit different to my usual tutorials because they won't be as in-depth because it will just be a very short time they have to turn things around. So here I am choosing my template. Visual Studio does a lot for you, so I've chosen React.js. And then I choose that I want to use the individual authentication and click Next. I type in my project name. I'll be using it for everything and make all my files publicly available. Cool, so now I'm in my solution and I'll run it to just give you an idea of what you get for free. This will just need to be done the first time you run it to configure everything. So I'm just running it now. So you get this whole site for free with some default templates. We're on the home. We've got fetch data, which calls an authorized endpoint, so it forces you to log in. I go to register as a new user. Validates my password, has to match a certain strength criteria. And as you can see to the right, you can actually configure external services to log in with. So I haven't set up email yet, so I get this register confirmation and have to click to confirm my email. I log in again. This time when I get fetch data, go to fetch data, it loads up everything because I've been authorized. Here you can manage your account, it comes for free. You can add two-factor authentication. If you want to enable the QR code, you have to set that up. It's a bit harder to set up on a Mac because you need to scaffold the managing account page. And that's not as easy to do on a Mac, but if you have a Windows computer, super easy to do. And here's just an example React component with state. And that's about everything you get for free. So now I want to configure an external provider to log in with. So go look at the Facebook example. You need to set up an app in Facebook. It's all pretty clear and easy to follow. And also install a NuGet package. Also download and install this package. It's actually failed because I tried to install version 5, but I'm only working with .NET 3.1, .NET Core 3.1. So if I go install again, I'll install the correct version. Accept the license. Now we're ready to continue with setup. So what I want to do is I want to use the secret manager so that I can store my settings in secret manager, and those are stored encrypted, so not in plain text. So it's less of a security risk. I've set up an app earlier, so I'll just use that for now. So copy across the app ID and set the user secrets. So I'm not in the right directory, so I need to change into that. So you need to change into the directory with the project file. Okay. So I still need to be in the right directory. I'm still not in there. And this time it's failed because I haven't done an init on the .NET user secrets. That's a problem with live coding, as you often hit issues, especially when you're not that familiar with the tech. So that time it's the wrong way around. It should be .NET user secrets init. And now when I set my authentication Facebook app ID, it should work. And it has been set. And I'll go do the secret, but I won't show that just because it's kind of private. So then you go and configure the authentication within your startup.cs file. You can chain that onto the add identity server JWT. Cool. Now if we run, we should see a new Facebook login option. So click on the Facebook option, and it says you've successfully authenticated. So I actually used that app before, and that's why it said I was authenticated rather than asking for my permission. I forgot to click the confirm password, and so that's why that didn't work. But what I wanted to show you was this access denied, and so I'm going to add that in. It's basically a friendly page you can show if the external provider, Facebook, has the users denied your authentication request. So I'm creating that now. So if the person doesn't allow you to access their Facebook information that you request, you'll be redirected to this access denied page. So we're setting it up in the React router. And then we'll create the relevant component that will just display a message that access has been denied, rather than quite a verbose error page. I also set up a new Facebook app so that I could show you what would happen when you cancelled. But alternatively, I could have disallowed access from my own Facebook account. So I've got one more reference to home that I need to fix. So now I go log in. And I cancelled. And it shows my access denied page. So it says the username chelsea@tripwiretech.com is already taken. That's because I have actually used that when I was previously signing up. Cool. So we can now log in with Facebook. So now I might want to try and add an additional external provider, so Google. I need to add the relevant NuGet package. And once that's added, I can get on with the rest of the configuration. So just had a read, sort of seeing what we need to do. We actually don't need to do anywhere near as much of this. A lot of it is provided by the identity service. We mainly really just need to configure the Google side of things. So choose a web application, give it a name. I'm just calling mine 30-day challenge. Add the redirect URI from the documentation with whatever port you're using. This will give you your secret and your key, which you can then add to the secret manager using the .NET CLI. So next I'm configuring sending emails. So this is a bit of documentation. It pretty much walks you through it step by step. I'm adding the SendGrid NuGet package at the moment. And they give you some code for an email sender. Pretty much just need to copy and paste that in and change the namespaces. So give this the email you want to send from. So I actually set this up wrong initially, and you actually need to verify the email that you're going to use. Otherwise you won't be sending any emails, and it'll be pretty hard to figure out why, because your API key is going to be correct and everything. So yeah, if you're having problems, just check that you've got your sender verified on SendGrid. You'll also need to set up a SendGrid account and get a secret key from them, and add that using the secret manager. This is configuring the email service. It's pretty straightforward. You just add it to startup.cs. Once you've configured SendGrid, you'll be able to get your forgotten password emails and confirm your email address. Keep up with me for day 2 of challenges tomorrow.